Okay, hi all, good morning. So the purpose of this short meeting is to discuss on the list aggregator. So Smile has asked to discuss on this. So I thought that let's have a quick short meeting and we can discuss on it. So let me check if I have some examples, some data. Oh, I have posted one question on LinkedIn as well, right?
Yes, Tanvir.
Yeah, okay, I have to search it. Let me search. Just a minute. Give me 1 minute. Let me search it on the LinkedIn page. Mm,
It's about the transfer of employees, I think.
yeah, yeah. That was oh, yeah. This is the question. Okay, let me discuss this question, and from this, I will try to explain you the concept of list aggregator. Okay, fine. So this is the question. So this is our one more session I'm planning to take on the date function. I know many of you have requested earlier. So I will take one session on date function shortly. I will keep everyone on mute. If you want to speak, you can unmute and you can ask. Okay. So select a star from employee. So this is what happened. Name is already used. Okay, that is good. Drop to the employee. What happened? Okay. So this is our employee table. Okay. I will share this sheet with you. Not. Uh, Okay, let me explain you the question. This is a very practical question. Long back, I was working in one of the HR project. So there, this scenario was given to us. So the question is like, okay, sorry, I'm repeating. My voice is audible and the screen is visible to everyone, right?
Yes, Sunil.
Okay, good. Let me know if this voice is breaking in between. So the question is, you have this employee ID, okay? Employee ID 1 and employee ID 2. So similarly, you can have the data of 1,000 employees, okay? And the data is telling the story of a particular employee who was located in Delhi office till 10th of Jan. And then on 10th February, he was transferred to Bangalore, okay? Then on 10th March, I agree this is a very frequent transfer. It doesn't happen in the real life. Just I'm trying to prototype the data. On 10th of March, he was transferred to Chennai. So net, this employee was transferred from Delhi to Bangalore, Bangalore to Chennai, and these are the dates. Similarly, for employee 2, he was in Pune on 10th of February, then he was transferred to Mumbai on 10th of March. But this is a practical scenario. It happens in any company. So now the question is, you have to show uh, the movement in the sense the employee ID 1. Earlier, he was in Delhi. So from Delhi, he was transferred to where? Bangalore. Then Bangalore, he was transferred to Chennai. Similarly, for employee 2, he was in Pune. Then from Pune, he was transferred to Mumbai. So you have to represent the data in this format. Okay. So actually, you're not fetching anything here. Okay. Just this question is just about the representation of data. Okay. I want to represent data in this format. So now it is little bit, it looks easy to understand that, oh, the employee 1, he was in Delhi. From Delhi, he moved to Bangalore. From Bangalore, he moved to Chennai. Employee 2, he was in Pune. From Pune, he transferred to Mumbai. So this is the required output. Is the question clear? Is the
Yeah,
question clear? Okay.
yeah, Dharmesh.
So now this question can be solved by two, three other methods are there. Like you can solve this using joins, you can solve this using window function, but that I don't want to discuss now. Maybe if you guys are interested, you can give it a try, or else I will work on that and I will share the solution. But through this question, I want to discuss list aggregator. Maybe that was missed in few batches. I'm not sure. I'm sorry for that. So I thought let's cover this. So my intention is to make you understand the concept of list aggregator here. Okay. Okay. Where I was here. Like again. Now, for this, what I will do, I will write here, and this is very simple. I will write select ID and then list aggregator. I will explain you the meaning and all those things. Don't worry. And then location from employee group by ID. Okay, first of all, let's try to understand this query. I executed this and for this query, this is the output. Okay, I know this is not the expected output, but let's first of all discuss this simple query. The meaning of this query is, first of all, your from employee will be executed. You know this, right? So your engine will take a copy of this employee table. We'll keep it here, right? Okay. After from, which keyword you will execute? Now you are left with select and group by. Which one you will execute?
Group by.
Group by. Group by. You all know that. Execute group by. What is the task of group by?
To create
Bucket.
unique bucket.
Unique buckets.
Correct. To create unique buckets. So what all buckets will be having?
1, 2.
1 and 2, yeah.
1 and 2. Good. So you'll be having bucket 1 and then we'll be having bucket 2. So far clear to everyone? Nothing new I doubt so far. You know all this is story, correct?
Yes, sir.
So group by is also over. Getting some background noise. If you unmuted. Okay. I have muted everyone. If you want to speak, you can unmute. Now, group by task is over. So far, nothing new. Everything you know so far. After group by, engine will go to the select clause. Okay. And select, you know, like the purpose of select is to display. So you have written here ID. So engine will understand that, oh, I have to display ID, correct? Now, which ID? This parent table ID or this buckets engine will display?
Buckets.
Buckets, right? You all know we have discussed this, that if you have created buckets, so in select, the engine will display the buckets, not the parent table ID. Is this point clear? Right? We have already discussed this, I think, in the respective batches. Now, then there is a list aggregator, and then you have given location. Okay. Actually, this acts as an aggregate function. Okay. So if you have written list aggregator location, so it means you are telling to SQL engine that SQL, you have created buckets, no? So within these buckets, please segregate the location. What you have written here, location. So engine will focus on this location column and it will start segregating it. So daily, you will keep in which bucket?
One.
Bucket.
One.
1 bucket.
Bucket 1. Chennai, bucket
Bucket 1.
1. Bangalore, bucket
Bucket
1.
1.
Then Mumbai and Pune,
Bucket 2.
bucket 2. Okay. So far the story is clear. Okay. Now it has segregated this location. I've written location here. It has segregated the location.
Tanvir,
Now,
one question here. Like,
okay.
will it take
Mhm.
any sequence for Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore? Okay.
No sequence. Maybe I can keep it here. Any random sequence it will take. There's no logic for that. Is this clear? Similarly for Mumbai and Pune, it can take any random sequence. There's no logic for that. That's a good question you asked. There's no logic. Is this clear?
Why I asked Tanvir, because in
Mhm.
that table output, if you can see, it was Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore, and while aggregating, it was Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai.
Oh, correct. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Here it is Delhi, Chennai, and Bangalore, but here
Correct.
is Delhi,
Yeah.
Bangalore, Chennai.
Yeah.
That is what I told. There is no such logic. Maybe
Yeah.
the next time I will execute, you will find Chennai, Bangalore, Delhi.
Correct. Yes.
There's no such logic. I will come to that how you can control it. I will come to that. Okay.
Tanvir, I
Oh,
just have one question. I
Mhm.
don't know, like I
Mhm.
use something, a function same like this called as group concat.
Group concat. I think that is used in which platform? I forgot that. That is very much similar to that. I will.
In MySQL, just to use group concat.
Yeah, right. Maybe yeah. So I will show you that as well. Let me complete this. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And then I will show you the similar keyword on the SQL Server as well. But they all functionality the same. Once you understand this, you can understand all those as well. Okay, that's not a big deal. So far, is it clear? Any questions so far?
Tanvir, so since list aggregation is an aggregate function, so the sequence of executing the query would be group by up, then list aggregation, and then select.
Good. Perfect. We remember that what I taught. So actually that is the sequence. You're right. After group by, engine will search for the aggregate function, and then it will find that, oh, the aggregate is there, it will execute it. You're right. So it goes like that only. Okay. But why I'm going through this select route? Because in few of the batches, I think I have told in this way. That's why after group by I told about select, but you're right. It actually engine process in that way only. After group by, it will check the aggregate function and then accordingly it will execute. But both way you will get the same output. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So far clear, guys. Shall I proceed? Okay. So you have aggregated the values, the locations within each bucket. Now, then it will arrange it. So maybe in the bucket number 1, it will arrange this like Chennai, and then Delhi, and then Bangalore. Okay. And bucket number 2, it will arrange it Pune, and then Mumbai. And that's why when you are getting the output, you can see in bucket number 1, you have Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai. Here I've written Chennai, Delhi, Bangalore. So this I have explained. There's no logic for this. Maybe the next time you will execute this query, you will find Chennai first, then Bangalore, then Delhi. So this can be shuffled. There's no logic for that so far. Similarly, I've written Mumbai and Pune. So this can be the next time if you execute this can be Pune or Mumbai. Okay. So is this query clear so far?
Yes.
I repeat, any questions so far? Whatever I taught, this has many flavors. I will show you all those things. Okay, don't worry. But so far, whatever yeah.
There is one question. Like, so list aggregate is basically trying to aggregate the data based on group by, or like in a nutshell.
Correct. It is in a nutshell, you can tell that yes, whatever group you have created, within that group, it will segregate the data based on the column what you have mentioned here, and it will display. In a nutshell, you can tell that, yes.
Okay. Maybe one out of box question, like along with group by, is there any other way which we usually use this list aggregate function in terms of implementation?
Let me complete this first because it has few more flavors. So maybe your question will be answered in that. Okay. Let me complete. Okay. Then we can see. I will mute. Okay, fine. Now the question is, so far I'm proceeding further with the assumption that you understood so far. Now the question is, I have shown displaying this output. Now, suppose my manager is telling, I'm not talking directly about this question. That is not the intention to tell you the direct query for this question. No, I will show you all the scenarios. Then I will jump to this question, how to solve this. Now my manager is telling that Tanvir, it is fine that in the buckets of ID 1 and 2, you are showing all the locations of ID 1 where he was posted, maybe in Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai. So from this, it is clear to me that, oh, this employee 1 was posted to Delhi, sometime to Bangalore, and then to Chennai. Okay, but this can be any order. Maybe the next time I will execute this query, no, the order will change. Maybe I'm not sure. Let me check it. Okay, still it is same. But maybe again, if you maybe if you will execute the same query in your machine, this order can change. There's no guarantee for that. Okay. Now my manager is telling that Tanvir, it is fine, but I want this to be in alphabetical order. Means first you show Bangalore, then you show Chennai, then you show Delhi, like that. Okay. So for that, what you have to do, you have to write within group, and then you write here order by location. Okay. Now I will execute this query. Now just check this. Do you think this is in alphabetical order? B Bangalore, C
Yes.
Chennai, then Delhi.
Yes.
This is M Mumbai, then P Pune, right? So this additional piece of code which I have written here, you have to listen very carefully. This will confuse you. So this additional piece of code which I have written here, the meaning of this is we are telling to SQL engine that SQL, you have created this, that is fine, but within this bucket one, when you are arranging this locations, and I want you to arrange this location within each bucket. That is why we have written within group. Group means within each bucket based on the location. In which order? Ascending or descending?
Ascending.
Ascending. So if I have not written anything, you know, by default, engine considers that as in ascending order. So engine will understand that, oh, Tanvir wants this to be sorted in ascending order. So it will take ID 1. Now in this ascending, Bangalore will come first. And then C Chennai. And then D Delhi. Hope it is clear. And that's what you are getting in the output here. Is this clear so far?
Yes.
Hope it is
Yes.
clear, guys. Okay.
Yes.
Now, if you want, I can show you for, and I will use an alias here. Let's suppose this is location details. I'm using alias, okay? Now, suppose if your manager is telling, no, sort it in descending order. So write DSC descending. Now check the output. Is this in descending order? Delhi, then C for Chennai, then Bangalore. And this is Pune, and then Mumbai, P, and then M. Hope it is clear so far. No new scenarios I will address. Just is this clear or not?
Yeah, Tanvir.
Okay, clear. Now my manager is telling that Tanvir, it is good. You have displayed the location in both ascending and descending order. That is fine. But this looks little bit it doesn't look so good. Okay, so do one thing. You separate this locations by a hyphen. Okay. So I told, okay, fine. So I will give here hyphen. So now the meaning of this is we were telling engine that arrange the location within each bucket, but separate them delimited by hyphen. Now check the output. Is this separated by hyphen? Is this clear? If not hyphen, no, Tanvir, I want a space. Okay, remove it. Give a space. Now check the output. Is separated by a space? No, I don't want a space. I want comma. Give comma here. Your wish. Is the story clear so far?
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes.
Just a quick doubt. Can list aggregate function take multiple columns or only it can take one column?
Multiple column. Okay, I will show you that scenario as well. Good question. Come to that. Let me complete this and then I will take any new scenario. Okay. So far, is this clear?
Yes.
Hope it is clear to everyone. You understood the meaning of each and every keyword here, right?
Yes. Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay. Clear. Okay. Now coming to the question, our original question. Now you have to solve this. No, I will not write a query for this. You have to solve this question. So here in this query, what modification you will do to address to solve this question? You have to order by which parameter you have to order?
Date.
Date,
Transfer
right?
date.
Order by transfer date, right? Is that clear? So in the same query, just you have to write here order by transfer date because that was the question. Now your manager told that no, I want that from which location he was transferred to which location and to which location. So order by transfer date. Now check the output. He was in Delhi on 10th of January, right? Then on 10th of February, transferred to Bangalore and then to Chennai. So now from this, it is clear that, oh, from Delhi, he was transferred to Bangalore to Chennai. And employee 2, he was in Pune on 10th of Feb. So it was transferred to Mumbai on 10th of March. So it's from Pune to Mumbai. Hope it is clear now. Is this
Yes.
clear, guys?
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes.
Okay, so we have solved this question. Now, there is one misconception. Like when I take interview from those interviews, when the candidates they answer the question, from those questions I understand like this misconceptions I learned from my candidates only. And when I review the code of my junior associate, so I used to learn all those misconceptions. Like one of the candidates, he told that in order by you have to use the same column which is present in list aggregator. So there is no such a rule. And that was the main intention of posting this question on LinkedIn, that in order by clause, you can use whatever column you want. There's no relation at all between this column, which is in order by, and this location column. Generally, like see here, I have used same column here and here, but that is not a rule. You can use different columns as well. That is allowed. So hope this is clear list aggregator so far.
Yeah, Tanvir.
Okay. Any question from this, what I taught you? No new scenarios for time being. I will come to that. But what I explained so far, hope this is clear to everyone, like how each and every keyword is getting executed, right?
Right, sir,
Okay.
it's clear.
Oh, okay, good. Now I want you guys to solve this using joins and window function. That's in homework. So try to solve it, and maybe you can post on LinkedIn or in the alumni group. Now, yeah, now you can ask question if you have any from anywhere. Now the platform is open.
Tanvir, is it possible to take the date column as well in that same output, like Delhi, comma, at what date it was transferred,
good,
then
good.
again in brackets, then comma separate Bangalore, same. Yeah.
Okay, Delhi, then bracket, which date, Bangalore, which date, Chennai, which date, you are telling
Correct,
that one?
correct. Yes, yes.
For that is possible. You can do that. But
Mhm,
for
yeah.
that, this list aggregator will not help you.
Okay.
Okay, you can do that. For that, you have to use the concatenation and then the case
Mhm.
statement. You can do that, but the list aggregator will not help.
So we can say that like list aggregator is just for single column.
Yeah, for that only.
Mm.
It is limited to that. Now, if you're telling that no, give the transfer date as well in this query. So now see, if I will give the transfer date here, transfer date. Now, I will ask a question here after running this query. Okay, 1 minute. tell me that why this query has thrown error message.
Because in group by we are not giving the selected column transfer date.
What was the rule I taught you?
Yeah,
Rule
here.
number
The
one.
select clause refers to the unique bucket that has been created by the group by the group by
Yeah,
clause.
group by
All the columns which are in select clause must be present in group
group.
by.
Yes, correct.
Here you're telling engine to display transfer date, but
Hmm.
have you created bucket for that?
No.
No, you're not created. Now if I will write here transfer date, now check the output. Is this clear? But the
But it's
meaning
of
will
no
change.
use. Yeah.
Yeah, meaning will change.
List aggregate will not be.
Yeah, the meaning will change. I'm not commenting on that. Okay, the meaning will change. Just I'm showing you here that the transfer date, if you're adding here, the same has to be used in group by. And the similar thing happened, if you remember, when I was teaching the aggregate function, the maximum marks is scored, the topper group by semester wise and all those things. So at that instance, as well, many of you have asked the question that then we can add the name in the select clause. If you remember or not, I'm not sure. So the same thing has happened at that moment itself. Okay, so this is your list aggregator. Now those who are working on SQL Server, there it is a string aggregator. Functionality was it is same. The name is string aggregator. Any other question?
Tanvir, let's say we want to sort it based on the number of characters. So
based on the number of characters. Okay, lengthwise you're telling, right?
Yes.
So for that, what you have to do, you see, I have just explained you that syntax of list aggregator, how it works. Now your question is that, no, I want maybe one. I'm getting some background noise. Okay, I will remove this. Okay, this is the output. Now a new scenario that, no, Tanvir, I want to sort this based on the length of character. That is, Bangalore is having the maximum length. So Bangalore first, then Chennai, then Delhi. Then you have to find the length and you sort it by length, and descending or ascending, whatever you want. You have that length keyword which is used to get the length, right? Then you can sort it based on the length.
Yeah, the reason why
Is
I
that
asked this
clear?
question is within group, can we use those computations like length or any other date functions to calculate within group?
Here,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, you can use case as well here. You can use case as well. You can try all those things. Okay, and this will work. If you're getting any strange behavior, let me know. Okay.
Another question is list aggregator. List aggregation function, only location is one of the field which we can pass. We can't pass multiple keys.
Yeah. Let me show you here. Suppose transfer date. Okay, this was the column, no? Order by location I've given here, no? What's that? Transfer date, yeah. Okay, now check this. Okay, so one more thing I want to explain you here. Okay, that part I have not covered now. Okay, is this clear?
Yes.
Okay, you can give it a try, all these possibilities, but you see one thing, like a single function, a standalone, it has limitations. Okay, so maybe if you want to get any new requirement, you have to take the help of other keywords along with this. Okay, you can try all those scenarios. Okay, so hope we discuss, hope it is clear, the list aggregator to you guys. Fine. Next topic, similarly, like if you have any question, you can post on the alumni group, and whenever I get time, we can schedule. One thing I'm planning on the data modeling, many of you have told, not in detail. At least I will take 1 or 2 hour session, and I will tell you that what is data modeling. That is very interesting. Okay, and that has means if you understand the data modeling, it will again open a lot of job opportunities for you. But one thing I will tell you, we should not be that much selfish always, that we should learn a particular skill set just to take the job. No, many times a particular skill will help you not to crack interview, but if you're working in a project, it will help you in understanding the project. Like if you understand data modeling, trust me, it will help you a lot in understanding your project architecture, that how your project has been designed. So at least the basic of that, everyone should know. That what is ER diagram, what is a grain of data, when to go for a star schema, when to go for a snowflake schema. Okay, so this all comes from the data modeling part. Okay,
It
guys.
gets
So
very it gets very confusing to me, especially when I look at, you know, when I'm working and when I'm looking at the ER diagram and to understand the relationship. Sometimes it's one-to-one for one source to one source, and sometimes it's one to many and many to one. So it gets a bit confusing over there.
I totally agree. Totally agree. Do one thing. Do one thing. Maybe that will be a confidential in your project. But if you have any such examples from your project, or maybe if you can, what I can say, I forgot the name of that word. If you can replicate that, a prototype of it, and if you can share, so from that example, I can explain you that what is happening in this ER diagram. Okay. So next time, maybe, or else if you want, I can design one and we can discuss it. Okay.
Definitely, Tanvir. Also, just a quick piece of information for you and other members over here. I work on a database called as Exasol, and it's very easy and very helpful in many things. You've got many shortcuts on that. So, for example, as you always say, selectors executed at the last, just before order by and all those things. So in Exasol, the select clause can be executed first as well. You can select that by having a local function, like local dots. You can select ID in that. So over there, you've got something just like list aggregation called as group concat. And in group concat, you can take multiple columns inside of it.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Yeah. I'll show you an example if I get some chance, and you know, it will be helpful for you and others as well.
Sure. Maybe if you want, you can schedule a session, Ismail, and you can show that to us.
Definitely.
Is it possible? Yeah, sure. And I will request everyone, if you're learning something new, so please share that with us. Like last time, Vaibhav, he has given a session on Azure Data Factory. So similarly, if anyone wants to share anything, okay, I'm not expecting a rocket science. Whatever you learned, so please share with us. Okay. That will be
just another quick doubt I have is, looking at all these order of execution on all these things. These days, SQL databases and all those things are having an inbuilt performance capability, you can say, or
no, it's from the beginning. It's from the beginning, and I have told, I'm not sure if you in your batch I have missed, like you are trying to optimize your query, but internally the engine is also trying to optimize your query from its own level. Okay, so it is from the beginning, but I agree that nowadays maybe that has been enhanced more. Like I will tell you one example. Like suppose if I have executed this query, okay, and the similar query, if my teammate is executing, my colleague is executing, so engine will understand that, oh, the similar query Mr. Tanvir has executed. So he will understand the path and he will not execute line by line. That is very interesting, right? So he will just directly fetch you the data. So now the engine is getting more intelligent.
Exactly. It's not always like, where clause will get executed after from. It could be possible that, subqueries can be get executed first, and then it will make your data more short so that your work can be done quickly.
Right. But when you're writing query, you have to go in that pattern only. Okay, that how the step it is getting executed one by one, level by level. Okay. Because the intelligence what engine has, okay, you cannot go by that way. Otherwise, you will get confused when writing the query. Okay. So fine then, guys. So fine, we will connect again. And I think it's
and Tanvir, I just have one question.
Yeah, I think Subramaniam asked first. Yeah, Subramaniam, please.
Yes, Tanvir. Recently, I attended one interview. They asked that if you don't have a requirement in our project, what is your approach? They are asking me like that.
Okay, if the requirement is not there in the project, then how you will approach it?
we need to write the documents. What are the things which you need to prepare everything. Being a ETL tester, we need to perform the transformation rules, mapping document, everything which we need to prepare from scratch. Because if the one who tested before he has worked on it, all of a sudden he left off the organization. We don't have any documents and everything. We don't have anything. What is your approach? They ask like that.
Okay, so actually the current project in which I'm working, the exactly same thing I'm doing. Okay. And it is like, I think I have told earlier as well, this is like, you heard about that Hindenburg report, right? Recently that was in news, correct? So in the company in which I'm working, it is similar to that. They give a rating, okay? So in that, what happened, the previous developer and the analyst, they have a formula which is in the Excel sheet, but they have not documented, so no one knows that what is the requirement, what is the formula, how it is working. So this responsibility was given to me to understand that how this formula is working, how it is getting derived. So in that case, it's really very challenging task. It's not easy. And many times they will share a query to you. Oh, this is the query. From the query, tries to understand the requirement. Okay. So for that means, I know it is very challenging, but for that, try to gather what all documents is there in your project. And from that document, you have to collect the data. And then the coding which was done earlier, try to get that code, okay, and try to understand that how the SQL queries are working. But for that, you have to be very smart in SQL. And through that only you can understand. But I agree this happens that there's no requirement document. Requirement document will not be there. So you have to do the reverse engineering. You have to get the code. From that code, you have to understand the requirement. That is the only way you can do. Like in my project, what I told you, I was having an Excel sheet. In that Excel sheet, the previous analyst he has used that VLOOKUP formulas. So from that, those lookup formulas, I translated that in SQL queries, and then I'm deriving the formula. So that's what you can do. Okay.
Okay, Tanvir. Even though I said the answer like I will set up a call with the PA and develop team and test manager, and whatever the test scripts which are worked on before and test cases which are there before he has worked, right? I will go through it. I said like that, but still he is not convinced.
No. What you told, that is the ideal path. What you told, it is the ideal path. But actually what your interviewer meant is all those options are not available. Suppose if business analyst is not ready to help, suppose there is no documentation at all, then how you will do? So actually that is what he is trying to check from you. Then you have to tell that, oh, I will start with the reverse engineering. I will take the code what developer has written, and from that code I will try to understand what is the requirement. Actually that is what he wants to check from you, because if you're checking with a business analyst and if you will tell the requirement, there's nothing special in that, right? It is like a spoon feeding, and I agree that is an ideal path. But actually he is checking that, okay, if we will give you code, from that code can you understand the requirement? That is what he is trying to test you. Is that clear, Subramaniam? Hope that is clear.
Yes, Tanvir. Yes. Tanvir.
Okay, right. Okay, I have to jump to another call. It was at 2:30. So, okay, Jayant, you have asked one question. Jayant, please go ahead quickly.
Tanvir, like you have conducted the session today, right? Similar way, can you just cover unbounded precedents and current row?
Really, and I'm very, very, very sorry to all the guys. I missed that in many batches. It was missed, and that is very important, but very simple. I will cover it short. That is the next priority. Thanks a lot, Jian. That is using the window functions and lead, lag, and the rank, dense rank. And that I will cover for sure. Thanks for reminding. Next week, maybe we can take that. And I'm very sorry that was missed in few of the batches, I think. We will cover it, okay?
Yeah.
Sir, one more thing, sir. Sir, please include pivot and unpivot as well.
Pivot I have not covered. Okay. That as well. Pivot as well.
Yeah, Tanvir. For few of our batch, you are not covered that as well.
Sure. I will take it. And few more topics I've added in the current batches, so we will take that as well. Okay, fine, guys. I'm very sorry. I have to drop now. We'll connect again next week. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tanvir.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, next week, please plan the documentation part. Okay,
Sure.
would be helpful.